So, another bank collapsed and some other shit happened last week. Hey, I'm John B. I tell you the truth about mortgage and finance, and that's why you follow me. Actually, before we get to that, let's talk about home buyers real quick. A recent report showed that 71% of buyers that are currently looking for a home have been doing so for at least 3 months. And they say the number one reason for that long process is home prices. Rather than blaming high rates and payments, they're actually saying it's the house price itself that's keeping them from finding something affordable. That's important because when rates finally do drop, we may see a flood of new home buyers hitting the market and prices will jump again, which may make things even harder for some home buyers. Okay, so here's the scoop on the bank collapse. So I'm sure you heard about the Silicon Valley Bank failure a few weeks back. Well, this was even bigger than that. And just like SVB, First Republic made a bunch of really nasty bets. Now these paid off huge while rates were low. But last year, as they started going up, they lost a ton of money. And as soon as depositors found out, they started withdrawing in the billions. That led to the government taking over and brokering a sale to JP Morgan Chase. Now this is very different because the government didn't actually back everyone's deposits like they did with Silicon Valley. Instead, Chase actually bought the entire bank and got all those deposits. Elsewhere in the economy, we saw job growth way outpacing expectations. Now that's rather surprising as we've seen a pretty good slowdown in the economy in the last few months. But that hasn't slowed hiring, and we're at the lowest unemployment since 1969. Despite the mixed news this week, the Federal Reserve increased rates 0.25% as expected. This was an unprecedented 10th increase in a row, but they did signal that this is probably the end. From here, they plan to maintain rates and start decreasing next year. As this news cycle was up and down last week, so were mortgage rates. They ended the week at about 6.5% average. We've got a big inflation report coming this week, so give me a follow and I'll keep you posted.